I'm going to be showing you how to mod these controllers. Exactly more of a teardown video, but as you can see right here, my rubber came off, and I will be replacing them with a newer version. So first off, to start this off, we're going to need these 4 screws right here in these corners. I already took them off to save some time in the video. So first off, we're going to start off by squeezing the corners until you see it popping out a bit. You should hear a popping sound. I already popped mine out, so not completely popped out. So right here, you're going to need to start off ripping it from through here. You're going to want to go bottom to top, not top to bottom, because of this right here. This will break your R2 buttons if you pull it out from the other side. If you have the PS4 Gen 4, it will be connected to this. If that is the same color as this, that means you have the newer versions where the blue bar is right here. So that will be connected here, so easily poppable. But mine is the older gen, so it will be, yeah, bottom to top. So just slowly start popping it. So that's one pop. Gotta keep going with the other one. From there, you see I opened it. Be gentle because you don't want to break nothing. So hold it like this because there's a battery in there. So as you can see right here, I'm talking about right here, that plastic part you don't want to break off. So I'm just trying to wiggle this out really quick. Alright, there. As you can see, got them out. But you don't want to open it all the way. As you can see, there is a blue ribbon. Not blue, but more like white. And you see that little blue tab right there. You're going to want to pull that out of the motherboard. As you can see, they easily come out. If you're wondering what this white bar is for, is for to power, you know, your lights right here. If you want to be replacing it, it's easily be removable. Just unscrew these two, it remove the white part, and you could just replace it and put whatever skins you want here. So I know there's some like logos you could put here that looks cool and everything. But let's put that to the side and let's get into this. This is the battery. So right here there is a 2-pin right here. You want to pull that out slowly, hoping you don't break anything. As you can see, it came off easily. This is easily to be like, you know, if your battery is like dying on you, or like it charges really slow, or it wastes really fast, you can just unplug it and then replace it with a new one. Alright, now from here, you're gonna need to unscrew this screw right here. This should be a screw right there. Just easily unscrew it. If you're wondering what the screw tip is, I'm pretty sure it's a 0 tip. It's like this really small. So just slowly unscrew this. Alright, as you can see, it's pretty loose now, but you gotta be careful because there's another white ribbon right over here. To remove this, you're gonna need to use tweezers. But because I don't really have any tweezers on me currently, I couldn't find it, so just got my backup. So first you're gonna want to grab I'm using nail tweezers, not tweezers, but nail cutters. When you put it on here on the white ribbon so you can pull it out, just slowly pull it out. Don't put too much pressure because you don't want to break it. So you can see it should be loose now, completely come off. And there should be the motherboard. Don't pull the motherboard all the way because it has a catcher it has to be with. So make sure it stays with it. Be careful when you're taking this out. As you can see right there, there is the motherboard and all its components. As you can see, the screw for this came out. So if anything, you don't need this. And sometimes people get confused, what is this for? Well, what it is for the, you know, the reset button. You just plonk it back here whenever you're putting everything back together. But right now I'm not gonna be doing that because it might fall off again. So just put this to the side. And what I am trying to replace actually is probably the buttons and the unlock sticks. And to remove the buttons, you just gotta remove the plastic part and replacing it. But I will not be doing that. I will be replacing these rubber sticks. So I'll put that in the side, and you should be able to just pop these off. And that is, make sure you put it upside down like that. You don't want it to pop out. This is what I will be replacing them with. While you're doing this, you should take figure that you're looking down on this. You could kind of see it's like a shape. You kind of want to match it with this, so it pops in the correct way. And then you have your joystick, and do it with the next one. Now you have the joysticks gray now. Because why not? For the sake of the video, I will also be replacing these buttons right here. Well, to replace these buttons right here, the arrow keys, you just pop it out, and it should just come off easily like that. Then you're ready to get the replacements. Grab the replacement, you pop it in, you grab this plastic part. There should be little pins right here where it should match with that. So you pop it in until you see this, the corners turn all black and filled in. You can tell whenever it does. Alright, I put mine backwards. Oh, never mind, I put mine correctly. Alright, you pop them in. And then now you have the new buttons. As you can see, these also come out, so just be careful when they come out. They should be easily noticeable whenever you put them back in. They can only fit in one way in one area, so you can't get these two mixed up or anything. Now you're gonna want to remove this. I have this to replace it. It's more of a grayish type of look, apart from a complete black and plain, you know. So you need to mine is a little bit more like a pop it out like that. First you want to do is flip it over. Get them all out. Okay, I kind of don't remember which one goes where. Pretty sure triangles on top. And then we got circle that goes over here. You gotta see there's little tabs. You gotta match it with it. You just put it in until you twist it just like that. And then square it over here. And then X bar. Alright, there. As you can see, they're all popped back in. Do the same process. You grab it, put it on here, put them back in the black little pillars, and from there you're done, really. From these buttons already. If you want to change this, it's easily noticeable. You cannot pull this out or you'll break it. The trick is to push it like this and then yank it out like that. And then when I want to put it back, put it like that and then push it back in. Now from there you're gonna want to put it back together. Grab this. Make sure everything does not pop out like that. You want to put everything back. Don't forget to put these back on because mine pops out. Now from there you're gonna grab this, put it through the hole. Pop it out. As you can see, I have modded mine to a gray and black type of look, and I replaced these so they feel all brand new. Now you flip it over until you get to the other side. And from here, you're going to want to get the screw. If you kind of get these screw mixed up with the ones that are supposed to go the back, the very top should be a little bit smaller than the ones that are supposed to be putting the cases together. So you would know the difference. So screw it back on. Make sure it's tight, but not really tight. Just to the point where you can't really go as far, but just don't put as much pressure. Because then you might crack the motherboard and break your controller. But at the same time, you're gonna have it tight, so these buttons still feel normal. So from there, don't forget the reset button. This is a reset button. It goes right there. It should say reset right there, the motherboard right there. You grab it from here, put it back in, like that. Now you have the working button. Now you're gonna want to grab the battery that I've been saving over here. So make sure you get these pins fit exactly where they're supposed to go. Don't break anything. Make sure it fits exactly there. From there, you're supposed to put the battery just like that. Plonk it back on. Now you have this back on. There's two more steps. Alright, this ribbon right here, you're gonna want to try to fit that back in. So just keep looking at it until you actually get it back in. And just try to slide it back in. Alright, after you get it back in, a little bit struggle there. After you're done with that, you place it down, you grab this piece, the back part, and now you want to make sure that this goes in like that. So make sure this part right here, the pins right here, match to make sure it goes that way. So you grab the controller, and then you should push it back in. Now from there, if you have the 4th gen, you should just pop it back on, but for Gen 1 through 3, they need to do this step where they go from top to make sure they get this anchor point right here. Then you're gonna pop it down slowly whenever you get it in. Alright, now from there, you see these right here, you're gonna push them in. Oh, it should just close in back to naturally. Make sure it closes in correctly. Now you have your modded controller. Mine is not really modded. It's still the original one. I got this from another person of my clients' buttons. I changed them out to golden ones. So far I'm using his old ones because his old ones were pretty looking new and I wanted to use them. And I was able to use it, so that's how I got these buttons. These are, you know, from PS4, so you're gonna grab these screws and then put them back in each corner. Alright, that's it. As you can see, everything's back together. Everything looks fresh and new. As you can see, all my buttons are new, brand new, gray. These are the old ones. As you can see, they have a little bit a darker tint. This is a more grayish tint. And these are my old one. This one's so good, so I might save this one for later. Actually, never mind. It has a rip right here. And then this one doesn't even have the sides. So I will be throwing these away, but keeping these buttons if I want to switch out or give it to another client of mine. But I will be cleaning these later. As you can see, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you now know how to open up a controller or mod it. This will be the same step with anything, just show you how to open it. As you can see, it still works. Never broke anything. It probably just turned on my PS4 just now. So, if you guys are wondering, I have a link below. It's my website. It's a work in progress, really. It's more telling you about my website, saying how I mod your controllers. Well, pretty much what it is, it's called MG Controllers, where you send me your controllers, you pay for shipping and modding, and I will be modding it for you guys, and then I'll be shipping it back. So that's pretty much it. Or you could just look at my website and just see the buttons and the mods that I like to use. So, and then you could just search it up and then buy them yourselves and try it yourself. But that's a more risky attempt if you don't have experience of how to open these. So guys, I hope you enjoyed, and
Yeah.